Wow, City 17 sure is beautiful. Look, I know you saw the title of the video, and I bet you're probably a little bit pissed right now. But after getting footage for the Boneworks video and playing the game again, there's a few head crabs that I need to get off my head. Before we start, I need to get a few things out of the way. This is all just my silly, wacky opinion, and if you haven't been paying attention thus far, I am not qualified to be talking shit, and are likely wrong about a few things. Secondly, I actually really like this game. If that 180 gave you whiplash, I'm sorry, here's an Arby's gift card for your troubles. This is one of my first VR games I ever played, and at the time I thought games in general literally couldn't get any better. The visuals and sound design were and still are some of the best I've seen in any game. Unfortunately, all the gripes I have with Alyx are in its gameplay loop. Initially, I didn't notice any issues since it was the best VR games had to offer for me at that point. But then I played Boneworks. In the words of the 20th US President and professional girl boss Oprah Winfrey, Boneworks is fucking sweet, man. Playing Boneworks showed me just how good VR games could be, and it gave me something important. What it gave me was something Alyx didn't. I am, of course, talking about... In Boneworks, there is but one rule. Go get your greasy gamer gloves on everything. Anything and everything you do has a reaction thanks to the game's physics engine. Guns, environments, puzzles, enemies, you name it, you touch it. This creates a sense of freedom that has so far been unsurpassed by any other game yet, in my opinion. But here's the shitter. In Alyx, you touch almost everything too. The difference is that Boneworks was designed around interaction and playing with random dogshit spread around the world. It's literally unplayable without it. You're actively encouraged to keep random garbage because it might come in handy as a doorstop, puzzle piece, or murder weapon. Alyx does not have this. In Alyx, there are set containers with a few specific items that are always just ammo, grenade, or COVID vaccines. No random stuff to kill a man with, no unique guns or weapons, and everything outside of these containers, minus a few exceptions, is basically worthless to interact with. Beyond this, Alyx's environments are very linear. Levels are pretty much a straight shot from point A to B, with a bunch of set rooms filling that space. While I actually really like the smaller environments when they're done right, due to details, it kinda makes the world seem like it's set up for you. While playing, I could never shake the feeling of being told that the world is supposed to be broken and dangerous, when in reality, stuff just falls out of the sky so that you can progress. You know what? I don't think we've talked about enough murder today. Alyx's combat is pretty good, but I have one pants-shittingly large issue with it, that being that there's no melee combat whatsoever. Also, having my arsenal be limited to 3 guns and a grenade after being able to kill anyone with everything in Boneworks felt underwhelming. But, to Alyx's credit, it does have a somewhat solid fuckler's trick up its sleeve. When you find these giant NZXT gamer PCs, you can upgrade your weapon with different modifications. Each weapon has a few different mods, ranging from completely useless to fundamentally broken. You can slap a reflex on your pistol, upgrade your AR's chamber to hold 3 Duracells at once, and turn your shotgun into a rocket launcher. But, while mods can help vary the weapons a little bit, the lack of melee weapons alone was enough for me to feel like my arsenal was a little limited. Cue segue. It doesn't help either that in Alyx you're very slow. When I played this game again sitting down with smooth locomotion, it genuinely felt like I was rolling around City 17 in a fucking wheelchair. Compare this to the Giga Chad Arthur Ford, who has never once even considered skipping leg day, and as a result can sprint at Mach 10 through entire cities. In Alyx, you have the option to teleport. This is great for first-time VR players, as it lessens motion sickness and actions needed to move around. But from the perspective of a true Sigma male like me, teleporting is for little bitches. Alyx is meant to be played with teleporting, so when you decide not to teleport, the trade-off is that you move insanely slow, and athletic actions like jumping or climbing happen only in theory. Basically, the restrictive movement mixed with little weapon variety, no way to fight other than shooting, and less environmental freedom makes Alyx feel more like a Disney ride compared to Boneworks' giant jungle gym. Like I said, I enjoy Half Life Alyx, but it isn't perfect, and I mostly just want to stick up for Boneworks. I'll probably make a part 2 since there are a few smaller things I want to deep dive into like the music and combat, but for now, just remember that everything I say is objectively fact and cannot be disagreed with. Screw you, lick my balls. And good night.